everybody. It's so nice to be here today, and I'm so happy to see all of you. I am a sort of a guy who likes to be at the present moment and not dwell too much in the past. This is all we have. This is the moment. But today I'm going to go a little back in order to see how far I've traveled and share some of my stories with you. One of my earliest childhood memories is from a cold winter afternoon in Chandigarh. I was very small and I was on top of a guava tree. और मैं अपनी favorite branch के ऊपर बैठा हुआ था. When suddenly I heard my mother screaming and shouting on the phone. I could hear her from the balcony on the phone. I was, of course, very worried. What's wrong? Let me remind you, this was the time of militancy in Punjab. And the terrorists were on the call with my mother, telling her that we know that your husband, MP Mitra, the IAS officer, is in Gurdaspur right now, and this is his vehicle number, and he's on his way to Amritsar, and we are going to kill him on the way. And that is when my mother screamed and shouted on the phone and said, "Tum kuch nahi kar paoge, tum darpok ho. You cannot do anything." And she kept the phone down, after which she called the divisional commissioner, all the cops, and everybody. And I went to her, and I was shocked. After informing everybody about the phone, she took me in her arms and started howling and crying. This, friends, was my master class in courage at a very small age. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is when we deal with fear. When we master it, we conquer it, and we go through it. यही तो जिंदगी है दोस्त. The only way is through it. You have to live your life. Anyway, growing up in Chandigarh was quite interesting. Well, mostly loving parents, beautiful government bungalow, two older brothers who were all-rounders and achievers. My eldest brother, Vipul, wanted to be an IAS officer and he became one. The middle brother wanted to be a chartered accountant and he became one. The problem was with me. I just wanted to be and not become anything. जब भी सुगना लेक चंडीगढ़ में जाता था, so you know all the uncles used to come, and I used to dread that because the only question they would ask me, पढ़ाई करता है ना उतना ही? And I was like, हाँ जी. So anyway, that was also a decade which was probably one of the best decades for the Indian film industry, the 70s. Dharamveer, Bobby, Choti Si Baat, and all those big films. So my eldest brother, he was a movie buff, a very big movie buff. And he used to pester my father to take him to the movies, so all of us used to go. So earlier it was the love for the popcorn and the samosa. But very soon, these moving pictures did something to me. This plethora of emotions, इसने मुझे हिला के रख दिया. And I was a kid. ये क्या हो रहा है? प्यार, envy, all those emotions, which would probably later on propel me towards filmmaking and towards communication, which I do. So that was a very interesting phase. Militancy बढ़ती गई. My father was very worried. He was by now also growing in stature as a government officer, as an IAS officer in Punjab, and he wanted all his three boys to be out of Chandigarh, Punjab, etc. because वो वक्त बहुत खराब था. As luck would have it, my father got a plum posting in New Delhi. My eldest brother became an IAS officer, so he got Gujarat cadre, he went there. My middle brother became a CA, and I, with my father and mother, came to Delhi. It was a great change, coming from an all-boys school to a co-educational school. So suddenly there are like 45 girls and 5 boys. And my first day in school, so the English teacher said that, students, we have Rahul Mitra from Punjab, Chandigarh. Please welcome him. So all of them just gave me a stare. And suddenly the teacher said, okay, come back to class. Who introduced English education in India? I knew the answer. And I raised my hand because I wanted to impress all the girls there. And I raised my hand and I said, Jonathan Duncan. That was my accent. And all of them started laughing, ha, 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 ha. But anyways, I later on became quite popular. Now, few months later in Delhi, I went home one day, again towards the winters, and I suddenly saw a whole lot of police cars entering the gate. And it was the police commissioner of Delhi. I opened the door. He said, do you have anybody senior? Anybody older? Mother, brother? Please call them. My mom came, my brother came, and the police commissioner informed us that my father's helicopter had crashed on duty while going to Ranchi, and that he had died. I was in 11th class, and I had just about started to dream. And it was a very, very big setback for everybody, especially for me and my mother. I thought, Dad, this is not fair. You've given all the attention to the older siblings. One an IAS officer, you made one a chartered accountant. What about me? I am just stepping out of my teens. This is not fair. Anyway, 1 month later, the security went. After 45 days, the cars went. The government bungalow was there for a few months. But I now suddenly felt independent, and I said, I am going to take charge. And I entered a bus to go to school. I figured out. Now the problem is I never entered a bus in my life. Because we were on the hit list in Punjab, we were not allowed to board a bus. So I got on top of a bus, and as the bus was nearing my school, and the conductor said, hey, utro, kya dekh raha utar? मुझे मालूम नहीं था कि बस से ऐसे उतरते हैं. मैं ऐसे उतर गया चलती बस से. What happened? ठा सिर लगा जमीन पे. All the students are laughing. Ha ha ha, look at this idiot. Friends, for those 5-10 minutes, I was just lying on the ground like that. And it was a resolve. I wanted to tell myself that, Rahul Mitra, welcome to the world. From now on, you're going to take charge of your life. And it's only you that can do anything about this life that you have. And I remembered my father used to, when people used to ask him, Rahul को क्या बनाओगे? And he used to say, इसका तो नाम राजा है, ये वही करेगा जो राजा करते हैं, जो दिल में आए वो करेगा. And I remembered that, and I looked up to the heavens. I said, I'm going to do जो मेरे दिल में आएगा मैं वही करूँगा. So school finished. I went to college, Hindu College, Political Science Honors, JNU, International Relations. I did not want to join the government. I started off as a journalist with Times of India. I was doing my MPhil in diplomacy. All PhDs were taken at that time. I was the junior most. The first day, बड़ी मुश्किल से नौकरी मिली. My first job was 2,800 rupees, I still remember. And my editor is telling me, reminding me, the foreign editor that time, that look, you will not get to write for next 1 year. You're too junior. You will not make the page. You will learn first. And I'm saying, yes, sir. But in my mind, I'm saying, no, sir. Because if I have a story, you cannot stop me. And no power in the world can stop it from getting published. And 2 days later, I get a call from a college mate, and he said, I'm crossing Red Fort, and there's these monkeys being caught. And because they're being caught in a very stupid manner, khoon nikal raha hai, and cages and all of that, and it's a sight that it's not fair on the poor animals. I took the photographer. I had to bribe him. I said, please come with me. He said, kya ho gaya? I said, मैं छोले भटूरे खिलाऊंगा, just come with me. We went, we captured that. I came back, filed the story. I gave the heading, it's nobody's monkey's business. waited for my editor to leave because he had already warned me 2 days back that you will not get to write for 1 year. And I saw the moment he left, I went to his competitor, the other editor, and told him, excuse me, sir, this is a story. He said, who are you? I said, I'm an intern. And the next day, the newspaper carried a story written by Rahul Mitra. So journalism happened, very nice. I would get into anybody's beat, crime, international affairs. I was very passionate about writing, which I still am. But when everybody thought that I'm doing well as a journalist, I joined a pharmaceutical company because I became a little comfortable as a journalist. I had filed so many stories. So I said, what now? What next? So there's a big pharmaceutical company and they were looking for somebody who was good with people, that they thought. I didn't know that, but they approached me because they used to see me at press conferences, and I joined that company. And they started airdropping me, Philippines, Russia, wherever there were problems. Next 1.5 years, I was working for a pharmaceutical company as manager PR. Came back to India and met the love of my life at the most strangest of the places, at a naturopathy clinic. Because my bureaucrat brother in Gujarat sent me to a yoga center. Jao kuch yoga woga sikho, Russia se aaye ho. Go. And I just went. I thought, okay, collector ka bhai, I'll just go. Aram se 1-2 din jata hu. And the moment I entered, I see this beautiful 17-year-old girl, almost 8 years younger to me. Beautiful, feeding a dog, a stray dog. I said, oh my God, this is going to be my wife. I'm very happy to share with you. She's my wife. The parents got to know that this guy is proposing to her. They ran with the girl. So anyway, that's a separate story. It was almost like Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. We got married, started a life early. By this time, I was working in a travel company now, in a large travel company. Internet was happening. And my brush with the internet started, trying to sell India to rest of the world. Son was born. I was trying to save some money, do that, but things were very, very bad on the financial front because I didn't want any help from the family, and neither was there anybody available for help, in the sense my brothers were too, trying to make their lives. This is when Times of India was looking at somebody who had done journalism to start an in-house PR department or a newswire, and I joined them back at a managerial position. After working there for another year or so, one day I was sitting, I wrote my name, Rahul, R-A-H-U-L. I was just fiddling. मैंने उल्टा लिखा नाम. राहुल को उल्टा करो तो लोहार होता है. I said, oh my God, मैं तो लोहार हूँ. What am I doing here? I need to carve out things. I need to carve out people, brands. And hence, Brandsmith was born. I put in my papers literally with about 1 lakh rupees of saving. By this time, my girl was also there. She was 4-5 months old when I became an entrepreneur. And I started a company literally out of the garage. Didn't know anything, but my first logo was brand management, communication and entertainment. Something which I would do later on, but I had already thought of my field. Now, Brandsmith in 6, 7, 8 years started doing very well, and I became again comfortable. I said, what the hell, I'm again comfortable. I bought a home, I bought a nice car, I have a nice office. This was the time, if you recall, films were being made essentially catering to the NRI market. Because that's what filmmakers thought, that is where the buck is. And I, coming from a small town, I thought that the stories of small towns had the meat. नमक तो छोटे शहरों की कहानियों में है. वो कहानियां कहाँ हैं? कौन बोलेगा उन कहानियों को? उसी समय I remembered one of my favorite films, साई बीवी और गुलाम. And I thought to myself that आज की डेट में अगर साहिब हो तो कैसा होगा, बीवी होगी तो कैसे होगी, और गुलाम कैसा होगा, तो गैंगस्टर जैसा होगा. And I thought I'm going to make a movie. Again, everybody thought this guy's gone crazy. पहले जर्नलिज्म छोड़ा, उसके बाद जब लगा कि एकदम नौकरी पक्की है, फिर अच्छा अभी काम कर रहा है, again he is doing. I put my life savings at that time and made my film in 28 days, Saibi Gangster, with Jimmy Shergill, Randeep Hooda and Mahi Gill. And I shot that film in Devgarh Baria in Gujarat, a small principality. And the movie, the first day nobody knew, second day, third day it was a sleeper hit, fourth day, oh my God, it was a breakout film. Super duper hit. And everybody's wondering who is this guy? कौन इसको बैक कर रहा है? कौन है ये? कोई बैक नहीं कर रहा. मैं खुद अपना जिंदगी की पूंजी लेके आया हूं and some loans from here and there which I returned later on. So then everybody said, okay, you have made this movie, you've been very lucky. Now you be careful. I was the quickest sequel to go on the floor. Saibi Gangster returns. I got Irfan Khan. Irfan was one of my closest friends. I got him and we did this part 2. While that was happening, Bullet Raja, Saif Ali Khan, in your own town, Lucknow. I shot for 80 days in Lucknow. I was the first filmmaker to get subsidy from UP government. Maybe my Wikipedia page or the others say that Bullet Raja was instrumental in opening Uttar Pradesh for shootings. And hence that is the reason wherever I go in the world, I love Uttar Pradesh and I love coming here. After that, Revolver Rani, Sarkar 3, Torbaz, etc. And when all of this was happening, I get a call from Imtiaz Ali. सर मैं एक फिल्म बना रहा हूँ चमकीला और चमकीला में मुझे आपकी शख्सियत चाहिए. मैंने कहा ले लो भाई शख्सियत, क्या चाहिए? एक सीन है डीएसपी भट्टी, देखा किसी ने? वार्निंग देने बुलाया तुझे. That's me. So when I did that, after that, Inspector Avinash, Vidhayak, this, that. So this is a new innings for me now. This coming year, I'm doing about 3-4 series and 3-4 feature films as an actor as well. If you just draw from whatever I shared with you, you will see a commonality. And the commonality is that I have been led by courage and only courage. And I'm very proud of that fact. डर मुझे भी लगता है, सबको लगता है, लगना भी चाहिए. लेकिन उसके आगे जाओ ना, that is courage. Courage to create, courage to say no, courage to say yes to yourself, courage to be compassionate, courage not to be greedy, courage over comfort. That, my friends, takes it everything and changes your life. It is courage. And today at TEDx, at this wonderful platform with all of you, I'd like to really wish that I hope and wish that courage not only lives in all of us but thrives. Thank you so much.